Hi everyone, my name is George and I'm a digital marketing manager at WebBox. I thought it'd be nice to share some useful tips for those who are looking to use all of their new spare time to maybe improve their online presence or their digital marketing skills. So today I'm going to be talking about building a custom audience on Facebook campaigns. So you might have already had some experience of building an audience on Facebook, maybe by using some demographs, but one of the things that often gets overlooked is that you can actually upload your existing email contacts into Facebook and it'll build an algorithmically similar audience using that data. So we're going to jump straight into Facebook Ads Manager. The audience settings are found within the ad set level of your Facebook campaigns. You can build this audience in any ad set and then save it for use on any other campaign. So it doesn't really matter how you do this, you just might need to go back and reapply it to other campaigns you've already set up. Once you are within the ad set settings, you're going to scroll down to audience and then you're going to create a new audience. So once you press this button, it's going to give you two options, a custom audience or a lookalike audience. For this example, we're going to press lookalike audience. Once we've selected lookalike audience, we're going to select a custom audience using a customer list. So this needs a CSV or text file in order to upload all the information from your email database. If you're using something like MailChimp, you can actually import all the data straight from that as well. So that's really handy, but just in case you're not, we're going to use a CSV file just because then it applies to everyone. So I'm going to select next here. I am not going to select a customer value for now. And then once you get to this screen, we're going to upload our CSV file with all of our information in. So once I have selected that, it's going to upload. Okay, and then I'm going to name this audience custom lookalike audience with Cardiff on the end of it. That's because we have segmented this email audience so that we can identify individual segments within it based on location. And in this example, all of the customer list information that I've pulled is just from the Cardiff audience. So it's good to differentiate between those. Okay, so once I've done this, I'm going to press next, and it's going to ask me to map column to identifier. And what that means is we're just going to tell Facebook this is either an email address, a first name, it's going to be their number, whatever the information that you're providing. Sometimes it'll get it wrong, so just make sure you address that. And if you want to select as many data points as you can, including first name or surname, that's really useful for Facebook to find those accounts, and then it can identify a similar audience later on. So we only really need to have a few data points for this to work properly. In this case, we're using first name, last name, email address, and phone number, which are all information points that Facebook asks for when users create accounts. So all of our audiences should have provided this. Okay, so following this, it's going to tell me that the customer list information has been successfully uploaded, and this is the point where I can create my lookalike audience. So if I select that, it's going to ask me to find my audience location and my audience size. So for my audience location, I'm just going to put the UK for now because you can always go back and change this later on. And then within audience size, you've got a sliding scale from 1% to 10%. And what this means is a 1% criteria is someone who's very similar to the audience that you've uploaded, and a 10% criteria is a much broader and bigger audience that might not have as many similarities, but are quite useful to have as well. What you can do as well is you can actually select a number of lookalike audiences if you wanted to do some A/B testing to identify whether a 3% audience versus an 8% audience is more effective. It gives you a really easy option to do this here. So for this example, I'm just going to use 1, but it's nice to know that we've got that as an example in the future. For this audience, I'm going to select a 3% audience size. That's a nice balance between an audience that's really specific and also isn't too large and too broad. Once I've done this, I'm going to create my audience. From there, Facebook has now created a custom lookalike audience. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you've gained some value out of watching this. So I'm going to be putting a few of these videos out over the next few weeks. If there's something that you really want to see a little bit more information on, or maybe you need a little bit of help with, please leave a comment just down below to say what exactly you're struggling with, and maybe I'll make a video on that. Otherwise, you can just get in contact with us at WebBox and we can see what we can do to help you out with that as well. Okay, cheers, thanks for watching.